If I can't get some kind of job together by around next summer sometime, I would think of emigrating, yes, to the States or somewhere like that.
No, I like it too much here. It's a nice country, you know.
What do you think? Can you get a job here?
Well, I think there's always work if you look for it, you know.
France.
Why would you go there?
Nothing down here. Just walk around the streets. That's all.
In 1981, 900 Irish people were granted Canadian visas, but even though inquiries are up by 25%, that's about 1,000 calls a month, they're likely to let in only 300 permanent residents from Ireland this year. The United States is also likely to cut back on the 450 visas it issued last year. An embassy spokesman said they had 400 queries a month in Dublin, and this represented a big increase since last January. Irish people going to Germany don't need visas as it's within the EEC, but according to German embassy figures, the numbers of Irish residents in that country is up 40% since 1979. The numbers of Irish people trying to emigrate to Australia is also up 40% since last January, though they're likely to grant about 1,200 visas this year compared to only 750 2 years ago. In common with most other countries, it's getting much more difficult to get in. Colin Cameron of the Australian Embassy.
What we're looking for basically are either skilled tradesmen such as welders, sheet metal workers, boiler makers, professionals such as accountants, engineers, mechanical civil engineers, and also there is facility for people who have close family in Australia, such as brothers and sisters or closer, to sponsor them through our family migration program.
Well, are there opportunities for these people in Australia still?
Yes, if they have one of the occupations which is in demand, we would expect that they'd be able to find employment fairly easily.
But as a last resort, Australia really is not the place for the general public?
Not really, unless you have a skill which is in demand. I'm afraid the doors are getting fairly closed.
During the 1950s, the Irish economy was in a similar recession, and we used emigration as a safety valve. But now, with new restrictions, there's no jobs and nowhere to go.
Well, the way this country is with the, with the government and all the rest of it, taxes and everything, just don't agree with me,
You don't think that the country's going the right way?
No.
See, there's no work here. I've been idle now for nearly 3 years. I hold a full driver's licence, B, C, D and E. Can't get a job anywhere.
I'm signing here every day now, simply because I was told I wasn't looking for work. I seem there's 100,000 out of work. And these make me sign every day because they say that I wasn't looking for work. And yet they can't get me work. I'm registered with Manpower. They can't get jobs. And you have to sign here every day. Ridiculous.
Other countries will accept immigrants with useful skills, but they're skills we also need at home. One man who's quitting the country in January told me why he was leaving. For personal reasons, he didn't want to be identified.
Oh, I have a job, yes, I have. That's no problem. As it happens, I'm in the electrical trade, and there's quite good employment here at the moment. But I'm more concerned with my family. I have 5 children coming up now, and 2 of them in secondary school. As I see it, there is no hope for the future for those. It's terrible for these children coming up at the moment. They have no future ahead for them.
Do you not see that your employment might last?
Oh, my employment could last here, but the situation is getting worse in this country, and where's it going to end up? The other point is, I'm not going just because of that. I'm trying to give my children a break to show them the rest of the world and to give them a start in life. In Australia, they have golden opportunities ahead for advancement, and there they do appreciate the education that a child has and the advancement that they want to make in life.
Well, will you be sorry to leave this country?
Yes, I will be sorry because, as I said, I've been abroad before and it is a beautiful country. There's no doubt about that. I will be sorry to leave it as a country, but then again, the way I see it going at the moment is pure apathy has set in here with the Irish people. That wouldn't be tolerated in any other country in the world. The whole situation as it stands, the political situation, the standard of living alone here is way below par. I don't like to be to down the country. There's a great future for this country if it's properly governed and properly looked after, but the way I see it, nobody seems to care less about what's happening here. You need a proper stable government. They're all just fighting. It's a power struggle that's going on. and they're fighting to see who can stay in power the longest and who can get the most money. It's just a ridiculous situation. Everybody else is going bankrupt.
This country's gone to the dogs altogether for work.